Thank you for being a part of our delivery team. The following video will show you several important steps for successful delivery of the TEMPUR Ergo Premier and TEMPUR Ergo Grand adjustable bases. Before leaving the warehouse, test the base to make sure it is functioning properly. Start by lifting the carton top off the box to reveal the bottom of the base. Remove the plastic layer on the top, but leave the rest of the base in its protective covering. Check the TEMPUR Ergo Premier carton and verify the following items in the parts list are included: 4 legs, 1 power cord, 1 wireless remote control, and 2 AA batteries. There will also be a connection cable on the twin long, split queen, and split California King models, and 2 9-volt batteries. Without uncoiling the power cord, plug the power cord into the power supply that is attached to the base. Then plug the power cord into an extension cord. Next, install the AA batteries in the remote control. Now you are ready to perform the pre-delivery test. Press each of the following buttons just long enough to confirm the base is responding. Press head lift, leg lift, head massage, lumbar massage, leg massage, stop, then flat. If you heard significant massage noise during testing, confirm the foam massage covers are positioned correctly in their cutouts and that the Velcro straps are pulled snug. Once the pre-delivery test is successful and complete, remove the batteries from the remote control and return both to the accessory bag. Unplug the power extension cord, remove the power cord, and return it to the accessory bag. Finally, place the lid back on the outer carton and secure the base for delivery. Always keep the TEMPUR Ergo Premier in a flat, horizontal position during transportation and delivery. When you arrive at your delivery location, keep the base in its protective carton and carefully take it to the location where the customer would like it set up. Always open the box in the flat position. Remove and uncoil the power cord and plug it into the system power supply. Remove the remote control and AA batteries from the accessory bag and install the batteries into the remote. Perform the power test procedure by activating the head and leg lift functions and testing each massage zone, ensuring nothing was damaged during transportation and handling. Remove the legs from the accessory box and attach the legs to the base by threading them in a clockwise direction into the pre-threaded holes in the frame. Hand tighten the legs securely, but be careful not to over-tighten them. Check to confirm the rubber feet are in place to protect flooring and prevent the base from sliding during use. Never leave the legs or feet untightened in order to level the product. If the customer ordered rolling casters, they can be installed in place of the rubber feet at this time. Casters are sold separately. If you haven't already, cut the cable tie attaching the power supply to the frame. You are now ready to carefully flip the TEMPUR Ergo Premier over to the top side up position. Completely lift the base off the ground and do not use the legs as a leverage point to ensure they do not break and the frame does not bend. Remove the cardboard and plastic film from all the components and dispose of the packing materials. Using a flathead screwdriver, remove the retainer bar from the base and reinstall it in the upright position. Insert 2 9-volt batteries into the power supply to enable the emergency power down function. Thread the power cable through the strain relief hooks on the power supply and snap the power cords to the hooks. Ensure the cables are not under any tension to avoid accidental disconnection. Connect the power cable from the power supply to the customer's provided surge protector. Ensure the power switch on the surge protector is in the on position. If you are installing a split system, repeat these steps to prep the second base. Using the Ergo link cable from the parts bag, connect one end of the cable to the control box on the base. Now, flip the system over and place it next to the other base. Plug the same Ergo link cable into the control box on that base. This will pair the two units together. If the customer has a headboard they'd like attached to the Ergo base, please follow these instructions carefully to prevent damage to the bed. Headboard bracket kits are sold separately from the TEMPUR Ergo Premier and TEMPUR Ergo Grand adjustable bases. For headboard installation, you will need a flathead screwdriver, a 7/16" wrench, 2 inner headboard brackets, 2 outer headboard brackets, 4 frame bolts, 12 lock washers, 8 bracket bolts, and 12 locking nuts. Use the wireless remote to raise the head of the bed in order to gain access to the TEMPUR Ergo Premier frame. Place the inner headboard bracket over the square tube frame, making sure the open side of the channel is facing inboard. Align the 2 holes from the pattern of the inner headboard bracket with the 2 holes of the square tube frame such that a distance of approximately 1.5 inches to 2 inches exists between the edge of the TEMPUR Ergo Premier adjustable base and the headboard bracket assemblies. Place the 2 frame bolts with 2 lock washers through the holes and fasten with locking nuts. Tighten the frame bolt and locking nut in place using a flathead screwdriver and a crescent wrench. Then repeat on other side of the frame. Place the open side of the outer headboard bracket over the rectangular plate of the inner headboard bracket. Place 4 bracket bolts with 4 lock washers through the slots of the outer headboard bracket and into the holes of the inner headboard bracket. Use 4 locking nuts to secure the brackets in place, but loose enough to allow adjustment. Place your headboard bolts through the mounting holes on both the outer headboard bracket and your headboard, and firmly tighten. Place the Tempur-Pedic mattress on top of the base. Make sure to verify the vertical space between the headboard crossmember and the top of the mattress is no more than 3 inches. Failure to follow this instruction could result in serious injury or death to a person or pet caught between the mattress and the headboard. Check the system for functionality with the mattress in place. Follow these simple steps to set up a tandem system if the customer would like 2 bases operating from just one remote. Ensure 2 AA batteries have been inserted into one wireless remote control. Store the extra remote for future use. Ensure both bases are disconnected from power. Press and hold the flat and stop buttons on the remote control for at least 10 seconds. The current RF channel number will be shown on the LCD screen. Press the flat button to confirm the RF channel number. The RF channel number will flash for 30 seconds. During those 30 seconds, reconnect only one of the TEMPUR Ergo Premier power supplies to a working outlet. Wait until you hear a double click from the base. Now press the stop button. Finally, reconnect the second TEMPUR Ergo Premier to a working outlet and perform a system reset to reset the system to a 0 position. To perform a system reset, press and hold the flat key for 15 seconds. After 15 seconds, while continuing to press the flat button, the LCD changes from flat to RST. The flat button must remain pressed until 6 audible clicks, 3 from each base, are heard. This may take between 30 to 60 seconds. Now the procedure is completed. Perform a quick test to make sure both bases perform in tandem to the same remote. Follow these steps to set up a tandem system, which can be operated by both remote controls. Disconnect both bases from the power supply. Press and hold the flat and stop buttons on the first remote for at least 10 seconds. The current RF channel will be shown. Press two buttons on the remote, one after the other, assigning a new RF channel of your choice. Remember the buttons you pressed. See the owner's manual for the buttons and their corresponding channel numbers. Press the flat button. Plug in one of the bases within 30 seconds. After you hear two double clicks, press Stop. Now take the second remote and repeat these same steps, entering the same RF channel number. Press and hold the flat and stop buttons until the RF channel flashes. Enter the same RF channel number you selected for the first remote and press the flat button. Plug in the second base and you will hear a series of two double clicks. Then press Stop. Now perform a system reset. To perform the system reset, press and hold the flat key for 15 seconds. When the LCD changes from flat to RST, the flat button must remain pressed until 3 audible clicks are heard per base. This may take between 30 to 60 seconds. Now the procedure is completed. Test to make sure the bases respond in tandem to both remote controls. The TEMPUR Ergo Premier and TEMPUR Ergo Grand adjustable bases can be operated using an app designed for smart devices. To set up the smart app to control the base via Wi-Fi, start by showing the customer how to download the TEMPUR Ergo Smart Control app from the Apple Store or Google Play Store. Search for keyword TEMPUR or Ergo to locate the app. To connect the base to the smart device, select the Wi-Fi network settings and the wireless network associated with the base's Wi-Fi module. The correct network name will begin with WM or TP and can be found on a tag hanging from the Wi-Fi module's cord under the base. Once the smart device is connected to the Wi-Fi module, a check mark appears to the right of the network name. Select the app on your smart device to start the TEMPUR Ergo Smart Control app. In most homes, the customer will wish to use their smart device to control the base, but also to access the Internet. To do this, while the smart device is still connected to the Wi-Fi module, tap Settings inside the app. Tap the arrow next to the correct Wi-Fi module. Set the Home Network mode to On. Select the SSID or Wi-Fi network name. If the name doesn't appear, manually enter the network in the SSID or network name field. Have the customer enter their password or web key. It is recommended that the customer enter the network name and password to protect their private information. Then tap Save. This screen asks you to confirm the information is accurate. If you are certain the customer has entered their information correctly, tap Proceed. Exit the Tempur-Pedic app and select the appropriate Wi-Fi network name in the settings screen. Then reopen the TEMPUR Ergo Control app. The app should locate the corresponding Wi-Fi module and be ready to operate. Perform a quick test to make sure that the installation was successful. Show the customer the question mark icon in their app so they can view the tutorial about using the Ergo Smart Control app. Finally, hand the owner's manual to the customer and point out the Tempur-Pedic customer service number. Should you have any additional questions, please call customer service at 800-821-6621. Thank you for being a valued part of our delivery team.